Hey everybody, it's Mike Schramm from the unofficial Apple weblog. I wanted to show off a brand new app to you guys that we got sent a tip about. A company called Nnooo is making an app called Pop, and I want to show it off to you today. But first, I want to show off this little app right here. It's called Bubbles. It's by Hogbay Software. It's very interesting. Well, not very interesting, but check it out. Basically, wherever you touch on the screen, you create bubbles, and then you can pop them as you see fit. And I tried this app out. The creator actually made it for his 6-year-old daughter, and I thought it was cute. I mean, it's kind of fun to show off the touch screen, and especially kids will like it. But I showed it to a friend this past weekend, and she checked it out and just squealed in delight, just like a 6-year-old. She really was crazy over this app. So I thought that was kind of funny. So what this new company, Nnooo, is trying to do, and you can see right there, it's 2 N's and 3 O's. What they're trying to do is take that falling bubbles idea and popping bubbles idea and turn it into an actual game. So this is a game called Pop. It was originally released for WiiWare, and I believe there is a version for PC as well that you can download. So let's just run through here. So basically, when you first start up the app, you have 4 different modes open, and there eventually are going to be 6 different modes. Training, normal are the 2 at the top. Advanced is grayed out. You have to get to wave 10 on normal to unlock advanced. Timed goes against the clock. You just try to play the game against the clock. Chill is a mode where you can just pop bubbles at your leisure. And then bonus rounds are not in the app at the moment, but they will be at some point in the future. So I'll show you normal mode here, although the training mode is good for showing you what it's like as well. But basically you have bubbles flying past the screen, and then you just go through and pop them. It's about as simple as it gets. Now you can chain bubbles together by popping bubbles of the same color, and if you miss, as if you hit a place that does not have a bubble in it, then you start to lose that chain, and the more bubbles you pop, the more time goes up on your clock, and the more time you're able to play the game. So it's a really simple game. It's just basically hitting the screen as much as possible, trying to hit certain bubbles, certain colors. The other thing you can add to it is that you can also grab one bubble and shake it. It'll grow up a little bit, and then it'll explode into what's called a shockwave that will explode all the bubbles of that same color. So if you have a big group of bubbles coming up, you can shake one of the bubbles and it'll blow up all those bubbles there. So as you can see, you go through waves of the game. You just run around popping bubbles here. It's very exciting. There are various power-ups to get and various bubbles that you aren't supposed to hit. But even if you do hit the skulls, I mean, it's a fairly simple game, so even if you do hit the bad bubbles, there's one that will slow the bubbles down so you can pop them as much as you like. You're not supposed to hit the skulls, but even if you do, it's not the end of the world. You just keep on going. It's a very casual, very simple, and surprisingly fun game. So I don't know why I'm laughing. That's what they designed it to be, but it's not deep at all. I mean, if you're just sitting waiting somewhere and you just want to mess around and play a game and feel like a 6-year-old, it's the game for you. We'll go one more wave here. There's a couple more cool mechanics. One mechanic is that, as you can see here in a second, when you hit multiple waves, then the bubbles will either go a different direction, or you can have special waves where almost all the bubbles are all the same color. And you'll have huge combos that you'll be able to build up and blow up. And I'm sure there are other mechanics later on. There was an advanced game mode, so kind of fun. It's not in the App Store yet. They're going to actually announce it later today. This is an exclusive. Oh, and then the bubbles will even go to the side. This is an exclusive for the unofficial Apple weblog, so they haven't quite announced it yet. But if you want to check it out, it's called Pop. It's by a company called Nnooo, which is 2 N's and 3 O's. And it'll be in the App Store soon. Something very human about wanting to pop bubbles. I don't know what it is, but we love popping bubbles as humans. Anyway, there you go. For the unofficial Apple weblog, I'm Mike Schramm.